I'm back with another album review. This is a review I have been waiting for, and today's review is on 72 Seasons by Metallica. This is the 11th studio album by Metallica and is a follow-up to S&M 2. This is also their first studio album since 2016's Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Work on this album began in 2019. April of 2020, during the early days of the COVID shit show, Lars Ulrich said in an interview that Metallica would be working on a new album in quarantine. March of 2021 was when they actually started recording the album. Anyways, the album was produced by James Hetfield, Lars Ulrich, and Greg Feidelman. Greg also recorded and mixed the album between March of 2021 and November of 2022 at Metallica HQ. The album was engineered by Jim Monty and Sarah Lynn Killian, though Jason Gossman and Kent Mack helped them out. Jason edited the album with help from Dan Monty. Ken Mack is also credited for production coordination. Bob Ludwig mastered the album at Gateway Mastering. The album was released on April 14th, 2023 on Blackened Recordings, meaning that it's been out for less than a month at the time of me making this video. Before I get into the songs, I'd like to mention that every song on this album received a music video. Metallica also did this with Hardwired to Self-Destruct, and I'm guessing that this will be a tradition for them going forward. Also, some of the music videos are fully animated. There's nothing wrong with making a fully animated music video, just as long as the music kicks ass. I'm actually glad that they hired real animators for the videos, instead of relying on some bullshit AI program. Besides, AI animation is not animation. Just like how AI art is not art, and AI music is not music. With that out of the way, let's talk about the songs. The intro to this album is 72 Seasons, which was released as a single on March 30th, 2023. Of course, this track shares the same name as the album. James Hetfield said the lyrics and the title come from a book that he was reading about childhood, and sorting out childhood as an adult. He also said that 72 Seasons is the first 18 years of your life. Another thing he brought up is that everyone changes and evolves over time, that you can't go back and should keep going forward. The next track is Shadows Follow. It sounds like the lyrics are about someone trying to get away from their demons, that the person's shadows follow if the person tries to run away. After that is Screaming Suicide, which was released as a single on January 19th, 2023. Obviously, the lyrics are about suicide. This isn't the first time Metallica touched upon a dark subject matter, and sure as hell won't be the last. Next up is Sleepwalk My Life Away. It looks like the lyrics are about someone dreaming and needing to be woken up. Up next is You Must Burn. One thing I can guarantee you is that Beavis and Butthead would love this song because the lyrics mention fire and burning. We followed it up with Lux Eterna, which was released as a single on November 28th, 2022. James Hetfield mentioned that this song is meant to be more upbeat and joyous compared to our previous material that Metallica had done before, though it still retains much of the band's signature thrash metal and speed metal style. They performed the song live for the first time on December 16th, 2022. More on that in a future review. That's followed up by Crown Up Barbed Wire. One thing I need to mention is that the music video is fully animated. It depicts this guy who comes home and realizes that his wife and child are murdered by this other guy who has a tattoo of barbed wire on his head. The guy gets himself arrested in order to get his revenge. By the time he tries to get his revenge, he gets the shit beaten out of him by the guys from Metallica. He still gets his revenge at the very end. What comes after that is Chasing Light. It sounds like the lyrics are about a boy chasing after a light in order to avoid the darkness. What comes next is If Darkness Had a Sun, which was released as a single on March 1st, 2023. As the title implies, the song is about what it would be like if darkness had a sun. The following track is Too Far Gone. It looks like the lyrics are about someone questioning if they're too far gone to be saved. The track after that is Room of Mirrors. I think the lyrics are about someone being in a room of mirrors and questioning if they'll be judged, buried, or set free. The finale of this album is Inamorata. I'm pretty sure the lyrics are about misery of loving someone and then killing them. When researching this album, I read that it peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200, as well as number 1 on the US top rock albums, top hard rock albums, and top album sales. It actually sold over 146,000 copies in just the first week alone in the US. Granted, I was one of countless people who pre-ordered the album. It was also number 1 in 20 different countries. When it comes to the critics, they mostly gave it positive reviews since it has a 76 on Metacritic. However, some of them criticized the length of the album. I mean, the album is 77 minutes and 14 seconds long. Personally, I don't mind albums that are as long as this, given the fact that Metallica have a long track record of making songs and even entire albums that are really long. Now for my thoughts. After thinking about it, I not only find this a great album, I think it's even better than Hardwired to Self-Destruct. It's quite interesting that, just like with that album, each song received a music video. As I stated earlier, I don't mind this album having such a long-ass runtime, given the fact that I've listened to albums that are longer than this. Overall, I highly recommend this album. Now's the part where I question you. Have you listened to 72 Seasons? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? What do you think of each song receiving a music video? What are your thoughts on the album's runtime? What are you expecting from Metallica going forward? Well, let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.